at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
By Brian Burns. A loss of 13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
But now a on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Ballage. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. fake. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to throw here. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings nothing. Harrison Butker set to
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
their bench made it to the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable for Lockett. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run with Balaj. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2000.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. To Boyle here over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Killa Nwangu, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 11.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Looking to throw. Able to haul it in is Killa. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He's taken down. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Able to push his way through, and he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, some strong running. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Balaj. Pushes him over. About 3 yards there into the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The play play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Mark down back at his own 4-yard line.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is incomplete. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down.
1st and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
14's the mark. 14's the mark.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Pete Werner on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the